Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today we're talking about the April 1st, 2021 NFIP updates. We want to show you how not to get hooked into maybe that long-term policy that costs you a fortune. Today, let's talk about all these changes that are occurring, and mainly what we're talking about today are going to be rate changes that take effect April 1st. So, if you have an existing policy that renews, let's say in June, you can see these. Usually it's 60 days after that April 1st. So it's important to understand this because we're talking about some pre-firm structures. Remember, when we're talking pre-firm or we're talking post-firm, we're talking before the first flood map. Many times this is before 1978, but if it's in areas like San Francisco who just got their first flood map, it could be a property in 2010 that we're talking about. So let's talk a little bit about these changes today. What exactly are we looking at? First of all, let's talk about pre-firm, non-primary. We're talking about business policies, commercial policies. These policies could see an average increase of about 25%. So what about the overall increase of properties across the board for the National Flood Insurance Program on the April 1st update? The average increase you're looking at is going to be about 10%. That's a big deal. It's going to take the average flood insurance premium with the National Flood Insurance Program from $880 to about $969 a year. That could be a big difference. Now, what about V zones? Coastal zones. Maybe like something right here behind us. These are still going to see an increase too, but it's a little bit less than like a 2% increase, so it's not that big. Same thing goes for X and A and AE. These all generally are going to have increases of less than 2%, but the overall average increase with this update through the National Flood Insurance Program is going to be just over 10%. So it's important to understand that. Remember, the National Flood Insurance Program makes these updates to their program usually on April 1st and October 1st every year. April is normally when these new rates come out. So it's really important to understand these. So if you've got questions about all these different rate changes, what are your flood insurance options? Can you fight these rate changes? What can you do to lower your rate? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we're here to help you understand flood risks like this right here. Your flood insurance and mitigating your property long term. Thank you.